on BBC Two from the comfort of an armchair. Mad sporting activity from Fantasy Football League.
And there it is, the final whistle, and they're out. It's all over. Oh, it's a sad moment, this. Who would want to be a football manager?
Managers can only watch and wait and hope.
Come on, Giggsy! Stephen, go and get the ball!
This is almost fantasy football.
Let's look up the next thing.
Welcome to Fantasy Football League.
This week we'll be meeting the man who was public enemy number 1 in 1966.
And we'll be saying a big hello to Walter Winterbottom.
Hello, I'm Walter Winterbottom.
Hello! Bless him. But first, a few things we noticed from watching football this week. The BBC have announced that they chose Barry Davies to commentate on the Cup final because of his sound footballing judgment.
It's a pity it's difficult for a manager to find room for everybody, but it's a talent that's being wasted, in my opinion, Nigel Clough.
And in Rome, officials became concerned that certain sections of the crowd may be upset about Gazza's prospective move to Glasgow Rangers.
He's a Celtic man, all the way. And volunteers have come forward to help with experiments to try and prevent players being dazzled after staring up into the floodlights. If only, eh?
Poor old David Seaman, eh? You'd think Arsenal defenders would be pretty practised at sticking their hands in the air, wouldn't you?
And seeing balls come from about 50 yards as well. Never mind.
Arsenal said they don't have any hard feelings against David Seaman, but admitted that it was them who suggested his travel arrangements for the journey back from Paris.
Oh, it's not fair.
Poor old Dave.
Yeah, they wouldn't be there if it weren't for him, just remember that. And Tottenham Hotspur fans were distressed to read Klinsmann's farewell message in the club fanzine.
That's a disgrace, that is.
Oh, come on,
That's
look.
my family videos, that is. How dare you?
Look, if you can do a Pope joke, I can do a Jew joke. I think that's all right.
A Jew joke?
Jew joke.
Is that like jiu-jitsu?
I practice Jew joke. Anyway, have we been taken off, yeah? I don't know. What do you think about Klinsmann going Stato, my darling?
Well, disappointed because he's made such a massive contribution, of course, Footballer of the Year.
A massive contribution.
Massive contribution.
Well, does he breed them?
29 goals this season's been excellent. And, I mean, he's given it fresh light. I think a lot of people regarded him when he came to this country as not really sure. But I think this season for Tottenham, even the non-Tottenham supporters have been impressed by his attitude. And I think he's been an outstanding player. I mean, and to topple Alan Shearer with the season he's had and to win the Footballer of the Year award is a great testament to him.
What thing I do...
Ever heard of a thing called the sound bite?
One thing I do think is that it's hardly surprising that he's gone this weekend, after a whole weekend of the country going, "We killed the Germans."
That's true. Stato, not so much a sound bite as a sound 4-course meal. Anyway, do what you do best, Stato.
Well, now it's time for my news round.
My nails are gnawed, my knees are knocking, and my heart has, in fact, stopped. Yes, the tension is unbearable as we enter the final week. Just 10 points cover the top 4, with a mere assist separating Patsy, Nick and Frank. Look no further than the magnificent duo of Shearer and Letizier if Patsy goes on to claim the crown. A quiet time for Nick Hornby has cost him top spot. Only this dubious piece of thespianism from Tony Yeboah stopped his attack, recording a blank week. Frank still has every chance of pulling it off. Saints Gordon Watson made easy meat of Palace's defence to simplify Frank's task. It's been a tough season for Russell Grant, with players like Teddy Sheringham spearheading your challenge. Who could have foretold the struggle ahead? It's been frustrating for Jimmy Tarbuck. He knows he could have done better at the auction, but consistent scoring from Uwe Rosler and Robbie Fowler still means mid-table respect is due. So with points from midweek games counting towards the final BBC Two Fantasy League table, a pulsating finish is in prospect.
Yes, I couldn't have put it better myself.
Now, one thing we do love browsing through here at Fantasy Football Mentions is our collection of footballers' publicity photos. And we've got a particular favourite of these, haven't we, Frank?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, here it is. John Barnes and his drinking straw spectacles.
What a brilliant thing.
Very nice.
Yeah, but the great... You know, I'm a bit of a Lucasade man. Lucasade sent me a pair of drinking.
The thing is, if you wear these, right, and you play for England, apparently you can only see your own half of the pitch.
Hold it, we're getting there. So, in a drink, and if you suck, and we all do...
Go on, have a drink. Go on, push, man! There it goes, can you see it? In his mouth! It's like some sort of terrible drip. Hang on, let's have a go with
No
these.
wonder he's always knackered if he wears these.
Oh, it doesn't work.
That's not going to work, for goodness sake. Oh, shit, hold on. Oh, Elton John.
What do you mean?
I didn't mean dripping on the floor. Now, here's a picture of a man, one of my favourite publicity shots again, a man famous for bringing joy and happiness to millions. It's Graham Taylor. Oh, some Wolves fans, look.
But those two, they're in the tradition of the great novelty football photo. You know, the footballer in a big costume or with a funny prop. But sometimes, you know, the footballer turns up and they haven't got one, so they just have to make do with whatever's lying around. Look at that, Gary Lineker with some secateurs.
Actually, can we just see that? I've just noticed... Are those Gary's hands? The thumbs are the wrong way around, aren't they?
What they normally try to do with these publicity shots is put the footballer in a situation you'd never expect to find him. Except, of course, for this one. Peter Shilton in prison.
Whatever made him pose for that shot?
That's very unfortunate, isn't it? Now, every week we talk about things we notice from watching football, but sometimes we notice things from listening to football. Like, if you listen very carefully to this clip from England versus Turkey from 1991...
I'm moving forward now,
listen
to listen
very
carefully.
There was obviously someone there who realised even then how ridiculous it was to keep on picking John Barnes.
Wise popping up on the left side for the first time. Useful ball to Barnes.
Must have not realised he was playing and heard John Barnes just went... Bless him. Probably our favourite piece of football commentary ever, and this is absolutely genuine. It's BBC commentator Clive Tilsley and his pre-match comments on Chelsea versus Zaragoza.
Excellento.
Right, now brace yourself for this, right?
Oh, it's going to be a jolly night.
Clive Tilsley having his bottom tickled.
Who knows?
Of course, Clive Tilsley is one of those commentators who, although you recognise his voice, you've got no idea what he looks like. Well, here he is.
I've gone slightly hysterical, help me. Of course, the most famous high voice in football is Alan Ball's, but you know, some people have suggested that his voice is becoming so high nowadays, it's attracting a whole new following for Southampton Football Club.
And I think the kid of Alan Ball. Is that the doorbell?
Oh, I believe it is. It's me, isn't it?
Oh,
this
you
week?
get it.
Oh, I nearly fell over your beer. It's Jimmy Tarbuck and Russell Grant. Russell, please.
Nigel, do sit down.
Oh, that's comfy.
Jimmy's done his catchphrase again.
Oh, fantastic. Welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome
Nice
to
to be
world.
back.
Actually, before...
Yeah.
You've come a bit early, actually. I have to say, you've arrived early. We haven't finished with the high-voice clips. We've got one here. And listen to
You
this.
don't mind if we just carry on? Just
No,
for one
no,
more
you
clip.
carry
Listen
on.
to this. At one point, it gets very high indeed.
Don't sleep in the subway, the other
Downtown's
man's grass.
my favourite.
No, you see, I don't particularly like downtown. Because we don't go to parties together, isn't it? No, I find it. I'm like some of the members on here.
Russell.
You don't need Mystic. What's her name?
Mystic Meg.
That's the one.
Mystic Meg.
Who needs her when you've got that bit of campery on there?
bit of campery. Lovely blouse.
I used to drink that.
Was it the
I've had
Queen
all the
Mother's?
colours taken off now.
Have you? Eric Cantona.
They're all very straight. Yeah, go on.
You've got a lot of badges there as well.
Oh, yes. Now, well, you know, I have to... All my Middlesex non-league clubs, we've got them all here today. We've got Uxbridge, Edgeworth Town, Ruislip Manor. My dad, granddad founded that. We've got Hayes Park Bowling Club. Well, they wanted a venture.
non-league football club?
Yeah, they want... Oh, no, listen, while we're here...
Blimey,
I hate getting up. Now, you know Hendon? We talked about Hendon last time. They've sent you a nice top, David.
Oh, that's lovely.
You've got a nice Hendon top.
Oh, isn't that smashing?
Look
at this.
There you are. Nice Hendon top, and I've got here for you. I had some little Middlesex Die-Hard badges done, Frank.
Oh,
there's a
God
little
bless
badge
you.
for you.
Is this a size
And a
thing?
little badge for Jim.
Oh, how lovely. Thank you
And a
very
little
much.
badge for Stato.
Blimey.
Anyone from Middlesex out there? Middlesex Diehards. There's some more for you lot who didn't get one.
You did pay for all these, did you, Russell?
I did. I thought I'd have them done.
What
because
with
I
you
think
working
it's
on this
nice.
morning and everything? I thought perhaps I'd better ask.
Working on this morning, I get a damn sight lot more money than I do here.
I'm sorry.
I can only afford to come here because I work for Richard and Judy.
I bet you never saw that in the stars. Right.
Well, we've started a bit of a panto thing here. We're throwing things to the audience. Have you put your badges on? No.
You'll go and give her one later, won't you?
Certainly.
I'll give you one. Guess what I need? A straight man.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly a straight. Anyway.
There you are, sweetheart. You have that one, and I'll get one.
There we
later.
are.
Yeah. Lovely.
Oh, you're
It's going to
gentleman,
be a gay night.
It's going to be a
isn't it?
good night tonight. I hope not. The wife thinks I'm only out for an hour.
Oh, fantastic. You don't know how good that makes me feel. So, of course, Russell, you are the king of non-league football. It has to be.
Well, it's better than being the queen of non-league football. What I would tend to say is yes, and you notice this hat here, which is Enfield. Now, I'm extremely worried because... What's all this sissing? This pyramid lark is not working, you know. They are not going up and down the pyramid. Now, Macclesfield Town, right, they won. Shut up. Macclesfield Town, they won the conference, yet they can't go up into the league because apparently their ground's not good enough. Now, Enfield, great Middlesex club, won the Diodora by 14 points. Now, they apparently can't go into the conference because they're having their books checked.
We've got a shot of the new stand at Macclesfield, and I think it looks great. There it is. Seats 8, apparently. And I'll tell you one thing that worries me about... I mean, I've watched a bit of non-league football, and I sometimes wonder if the training staff in non-league football are capable of, you know, coping with serious injuries.
Is that just a clip from Endurance?
No, I think that was actually there was an alternative World Cup, which was a non-league thing, and I think the idea is if he hurt his leg, they'll just carry his leg off, and the rest of him he'll have to look after himself. But I mean, you'd never see a professional player treated like that, would you?
Meantime, Alan Clark.
And to think he went on from that to shag those 3 judges' daughters. Wouldn't have thought it was possible.
Yeah, if the trainer had known that, he'd been more carefully how he carried him off. I think.